Hey folks, I'm CPC Gamer, and look at this attract mode! Doesn't this make you want to play this game that doesn't have anywhere near as many dynamic cuts and camera angles as it wants you to think that it does? I know I do. I've been standing here throwing 20p's at my PlayStation for the last half hour, but nothing really seems to be coming of that. Maybe I should press start button or something, I don't know. Also, don't get too hyped, because the attract mode is showing off stages we're not actually going to be racing in. It's kind of dumb and kind of complicated, and I will explain it eventually. I'm just continuing to talk about nothing in particular so that I can avoid saying the game's name until the title splash. As if it isn't prominently displayed alongside the video itself. Oh, here comes the saxophone solo! Hit it! What, you don't want to finish the rest of the tune? Fine. Hey folks, welcome to Let's Play Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast in America! Now pay attention to that Stars and Stripes motif, because we're going to be coming back to that later in the game. So the multiplayer mode in this game is laughable, so we're going to be doing single player, of course, and we're not actually doing Coast to Coast mode, despite being the name of the game. We're doing Outrun. Outrun 2, specifically, because 2SP is something else. As always, the game carries a Ferrari license, so you can drive a selection of actual Ferrari cars, which is good because they have some really sexy designs. However, there is a slight drawback. In Outrun Arcade, the version of the game I played a while back, each car was the same, save for their design. And here we have stats, so you're not going to see any of these top-end cars because I absolutely cannot handle them. Where is it? Ah, here it is. My 360 Spider is still in the game though, so we're taking her out. Oh, and of course we're painting her blue today. It is the best of colours. As always, we can pick which music we want to play in character by selecting what CD we want to play. Or we can hit R1, swap it out for a tape player, and pick the music from the arcade and Mega Drive versions of the game. And there's also music from Turbo Outrun if that floats your boat. Nothing from Outrun 2019 though, which is kind of understandable because nobody bought Outrun 2019. The game was awful. Surprising, given that it was styled as a cyberpunk Outrun, and of the various punks, cyber is the best. So, yeah. Hey everybody, it's Outrun! You know the drill. You go forwards, and then you go left and right. And sometimes there are cars on the road, and you have to go around those. Wait, did the game pick Magical Sound Shower for the music? I hit the random button on the tape deck. We're meant to be hearing chiptunes right about now, but... well, I guess the game knows what the best piece of music is, so... now we get to listen to that. And it's weird, because Magical Sound Shower is the B-tune from the original versions of Outrun. Out of the way, truck. I'm cooler than you, and therefore have the right of way. That's how driving works, right? So... oh my! Yeah, one of the major differences you'll notice between this playthrough and the one I did of Outrun Arcade, I'm really bad at this version of the game. Like, the tuning of the cars is ever so slightly off, and I always steer more than I think I need to. Or not enough. Or anything so long as it's anybody's fault but my own, basically. And the reason for the massive difference is the time that I've sunk into each of these games. Like, I played Outrun Arcade for months before deciding I wanted to record it. I picked up this version in... like 2 weeks? There is a story behind that, but it's kind of too sad to get into here. And, you know, we're meant to be a comedy channel, so we'll hear none of it. I'm going to talk about, like, stickers or whatever. Yeah! I don't know why, necessarily, but that really simple slalom gives me a lot of hassle, especially my test runs. Oop, let's not go that way. We're heading left. This is an A-goal run. Also, as always, you get a flyover as you go down the loading ramp to the next course, and the flyover is different depending on how well you did. Basically, get used to seeing the flock of ducks, because that's pretty much all you're going to be seeing based on my test runs. Alright, what else? Well, this game was released for Windows, Xbox, PS2, PSP, PCP, TCP/IP, WTF LOL. And each version has something slightly different to encourage you to buy for that particular console. So the PC version was moddable, and all the content was unlocked straight away. The Xbox version had some exclusive tracks, and the PSP, PS2 version has cross-platform compatibility! Which means that you can't unlock some of the best cars in the game without buying both versions of the game, and then connecting your PS2 and your PSP. Now remember, this was meant to encourage you to buy this version of the game over the version with 110% of the content that this game has. Ooh, neat, seagulls! And after I ran off the road just now, that's awesome! Now, imagine what I'd get if I'd done good. Superman does good. I needed to do well. And I want to say that I did that exact same joke the last time I played Outrun 2. And I did it when I got the exact same result that I just got. Who knows? Oh, thanks for straightening me out there, white car. Your sacrifice will not go unnoticed. I'm good at driving, by the way. Man, this is the easy course. I've got like 4 difficult runs to do yet. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. Although something I will say, I think that the other version of Outrun that I played has more interesting track design. I mean, this game is still beautiful, no doubt about that. That's kind of the whole point of the game. But I think that Outrun Arcade was better. I mean, that said, Outrun Arcade has the Milky Way stage, and I'm in love with the bright night aesthetic. That's fine, that's probably going to be okay. Which is more than I can say for the skybox, apparently. Do you see that? The sky is not meant to be green, game. Unless we're heading into the nuclear fallout zone. And we're not. We're heading into the Tulip Garden. Yeah, remember when I told you guys to remember the Stars and Stripes motif game this thing has? I'm pretty sure this game doesn't take place in America. It's mostly in Europe. I mean, they already did that, actually. Outrun Europa on the CPC and C64. Like, you were a spy, and you had to race across Europe, and not, as you might think, Europa, the 6th moon of Jupiter. It was pretty fun. Point is, I wonder why they went for the hoorah for America look, and then completely ignored it. And Amsterdam is not the only example of that. We already went through Germany and Scotland in this one. Oh, and you'd best believe that I'm going to show off every single example we find. But not right now, though, because we're here at the end. Now, unlike Outrun Arcade, you don't get a cute little skit at the end. You just get to see how well you did, and then the game moves along. Oh, and you also get Outrun Miles, which are used to unlock extra cars and colours and so on. Not that I need to, because I've got everything unlocked anyway. And now I can tell I'm just going to start rambling, so let's call it a video! Join us next time for some more of this, and until next time, goodbye!